few days ago, after finishing my Weathering with You small talk, I went looking deep into my external hard drive, not for porn, but for old videos. Because if you aren't aware, the ones available on this channel right now aren't all the ones that I have done. I had many others in my original channel, but unfortunately that channel got deleted because copyright, fair use, and my own stupidity by signing my name with my artistic name and then changing it back for no apparent reason. Anyway, so a good portion of those videos are gone. I failed to save them, but others survived. Since around 2016-17, I also started uploading stuff to VidMe, a video sharing website that is currently dead. And after YouTube killed that other channel, I decided to save as many material as I could. And now, since I am trying to create consistency in my upload schedule, like at least one video a week, more if I can, I had an idea. Since I want some of those videos back online, why don't I just do that? They aren't perfect, but I'm proud of them and want to have them available in my current channel. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'll release an older video in between newer ones I'm currently working on. And don't worry, I'll also put something in the thumbnails to identify that video as an old one. Because although I like them, the sound and image quality is far inferior to what I have now. And you don't have to watch videos I did so far back as 2016 if you don't want to. Anyway, enjoy! What's up, people? So with the release of John Wick Chapter 2, I decided to rewatch one of the most enjoyable action flicks of 2014. Yes, I'm talking about Avengers Age of Ultron. No, just no. Always open with a joke. So let's talk about John Wick, a small movie that came out in 2014, starring the guy from The Matrix and some other people you might recognize from other films, like The Green Goblin. But in this essay, I'm not going to focus on actors and characters, I'm focusing on what I believe are the two strongest aspects of John Wick, and this is the action and the world build-up. John Wick is the definition of style over substance. But since that term has been misused multiple times in the past by people who don't know much about films, I should explain. When most people complain about the fact that the movie is just style over substance, they usually mean that the filmmakers prioritize filmmaking over storytelling. Instead of wanting to tell a great story, they prefer to show you what they are capable of, in terms of frame composition, cinematography, lighting, and all those technical aspects that people don't give a shit about. Sometimes there are movies that manage to create a perfect balance between the filmmaking part and the storytelling, like Drive, for example. These are films I consider to be masterpieces, although not all of them need to be as stylistic as Drive, they just need to be extremely well made and directed, like Jaws or The Godfather. In the case of John Wick, what they prioritize isn't fancy artistic frames or camera tricks, although the nightclub scenes are pretty, and it's also not an incredible story, because John Wick is a movie built on the foundations of a cliché, killing a dog in the film. What John Wick focuses on is in fantastic action sequences and an amazing world build-up that you usually don't see in small action films. And that's what I'm going to study in this essay. The action is brilliant. I can't really think of a scenario where someone calls it bad or even just subpar. Even people I know that don't like this film say that the action scenes are its only saving grace, because the action is awesome. It flows with such a perfect sense of continuity and edge that just leaves a person excited to see what's going to happen next. There aren't unnecessary ad cuts that make the audience dizzy or rolling their eyes, and the camera movements are there to support the outstanding choreography of the actors. And as icing on the cake, we actually get to see blood. They combine CGI with practical effects to make it more believable. I just wish the CGI didn't look so cheap and obvious in some scenes, but the movie knows exactly what type of tone it's going for. It's not very realistic, but it's not meant to be. This isn't Sicario or The Godfather. The people behind John Wick knew exactly what type of movie they were trying to make, and this is, in my opinion, the reason why it works. John Wick is just a really good B-movie. In fact, the first 5 minutes feel like a commercial. The giant fancy apartment he lives in, the cool car and fashionable clothes. Not much story going on here, and the one there isn't particularly groundbreaking, but the way they constructed the action so that every movement from all the kicking and punching looks simple and nothing too extravagant, it all looks like something humans could do in real life. It looks easy, which helps to draw in the audience into what's happening in the world of the film. But at the same time, If someone would try to do all those scenes without proper training, I'm guessing they would end up breaking something. And despite the film's absence of an original story, where it might break new ground is in its world build-up. No, I'm not saying this is the first movie to ever try and succeed on creating a fictional, fantastical universe. It's not even the best one in recent years, but it's one of the most interesting and slick-looking ones. Continental is either the name of the hotel or the name of the organization that trained and created John Wick, since in this scene, it's established that the hotel is part of Continental grounds.
Broken the rules. You've done business on Continental grounds.
Plural, I'm assuming that there are more safe houses like this one, and that Continental is the name of the entire organization. There are rules, of course, after all that's what makes for an interesting world. They cannot kill anyone inside the safe houses, and if anyone breaks the rules and try to kill someone, or actually kills someone inside the territory, they are targeted for execution. Now, besides having rules that help the audience understand the inner workings of this world, they add details that enhance the world, like the fact that John's previous boss, the Russian guy, knows and is aware of the danger of breaking Continental rules.
If they're willing to break the rules of Continental, double the bounty.
And this guy that shows up every time someone makes a dinner reservation, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand what their job is. They're the cleaners of this universe. And they are also paid in the same currency as John. The gold coins that appear throughout the entire film suggest this is some sort of currency used in the underground world, and since the film focuses more on John's little vendetta with the Russian guy, we are left to use our imagination to make questions like, how large and powerful are the people behind Continental? Is John Wick really the best one they train, or does he have a counter half? Does Continental have a counter half? And how much is a golden coin worth in Chinatown? It's fun to speculate, but since the sequel is already here, we can see how they chose to explore these elements by ourselves. Let's hope it doesn't suck. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you like it, comment below, down below, leave a like for that YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!